Alright guys, welcome back to another sweet tutorial, and in this video we're going to be adding some actual intelligence to our enemy. So right now, remember in the last tutorial we added a variable to this enemy where it said, okay, action can equal right, and we're also going to have it so action can equal left. But those words mean nothing to the game. So what does it mean when right? Well, it doesn't mean go right, doesn't mean, jump up and down. Is a snail supposed to eat a potato whenever its action equals right? Even though what we know what right means, and obviously we want the snail to crawl right, we need to tell the game that's what it means. So in order to do that, hop over to your event sheet and we're going to add some events. The first one is add event, and also since there's no bounding box for the snail, we can just work directly on the snail object, which makes it a lot easier to explain. So the snail enemy, and what I want to set now is actually, since we're working with an instance variable, we want to put compare instance variable. So the variable that we just made, and the only one we can select, which makes it even easier, is action. So when action is equal to, and use quotations right here, or quotes, when action is equal to right, what do I want to do? Well, we just want to have the snail crawl right, in other words, move right, and also use the same animation as he's using right now, because it's hilarious. Alright, so the action that we want to occur whenever this variable equals right is snail enemy. And if you scroll down to platform behavior, you're going to find one that says simulate control right here. And we'll just simulate right. So basically, whenever this variable is right, and this is what's going to happen right now off the bat by default, the snail is going to act like someone was pressing right for him. In other words, he's going to crawl right. Now the only other thing we have to do is make sure that that animation is, if we go snail, set animation, and actually did set mirrored right here, not mirrored. So just like before, the not mirrored one is basically the default animation of him looking to the right and humping the ground. So right now, whenever the game starts, since this is the default value for the variable, he's going to crawl right and use that same animation of him humping the ground. So now, of course, we need to do the same thing for left. So add a whole nother event, snail enemy. Where are my instance variables? Compare instance variables. Now when the action is equal to left, snail enemy, simulate control, left, right there. And also add the action of snail enemy, or excuse me, animation, set animation, mess that up again. Animation, snail enemy. Where the heck is it? Am I just an idiot right now? Right now. Appearance. Why is that under appearance? It should not be. I guess I should. I guess I am an idiot. Alright, and mirrored. So basically, right now, he's going to be crawling right and using the same animation, and whenever we change the variable, the instance variable, he's going to be crawling left, and he's going to be facing the opposite way. So his eyes are going to be, it's going to look like he's looking left. But right now, you're thinking, okay, this looks good, the events look good, the animations look good. However, how is that variable actually changed? Because right now we just put two invisible blocks on the screen. We didn't tell the game that when the snail actually comes in contact with this edge marker, that's when we want you to change the variable. And remember, the only other thing that we have to do to get him to turn around is change this action to left. Once he does that, the events will take it from there. So how do we do that? Well, we need to add another event, of course, and the event for this is, and we're going to be doing a couple sub events. The first thing that we want to add is the snail enemy. Did I say snail enemy? What the heck is a snail enemy? So when the snail collides with another object, do something. Well, what do you want to check if the snail collides with? Well, it's this edge marker object right here. So whenever the snail collides with one of these edge markers, this is what we do. We want to click it and hit sub event, and the only other thing we want to do is pretty much change his action, and this is actually really easy. So snail enemy, I'm not going to be able to find this again. I'm just going to punch my computer screen. Compare instance variable is action equal to right. I'm just going to code this all and then we're going to talk because it's kind of making me confused having to type in all this logic. Snail enemy set the instance variable action equal to left, and then we need to add an else. Add action snail enemy instance variable. You guys can probably see what's going on already. The value of this equal to right. Alright, so hopefully this works. Basically, we're telling our game, whenever the snail collides with an edge marker, see what their instance variable is. If it's equal to right, then change it to left, else, and we could have add is action equal to left, but this else is just a whole lot easier. Else if it's not equal to right, then it must be equal to left, so change it to right. And of course, whenever their action is equal to left or right, it's going to make the enemy behave in the proper way as we told it right here and right here. So now let's test this out and check it out. So the snail starts out going right, and hopefully once he gets right here, it says, okay, I collided with that. Now change my action to right, go this way, collided with this, change it back to left, go this way, back and forth he goes. So now, of course, we can still run into him and get hurt, and also kill him if I can land on him, just like before. So again, like I said, this isn't the smartest snail in the world, but that is your very basics to artificial intelligence, and that's pretty much like how they made the game, like Sonic and Super Mario Brothers. The large majority of the game, that's just how they. I mean, they didn't use the software, but that's pretty much the logic behind it. So for now that we got our snail working perfectly, we're ready to move on to the next tutorial. It's gonna be awesome. So I'll see you guys then.